just a ghost, you're never there. 'Cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. You're just a memory on my lips. You're just a ghost inside my head. Oh, you're just a ghost inside my head.
I've been loving everything you are. Your eyes alone are the brightest stars. I could stand you all night, just drinking in your sunlight. Can we love tonight? You put all the stars in my eyes. Can we love tonight? You tell me I light up the whole sky. Can we love tonight? You put all the stars in my eyes. Can we love tonight? You tell me I light up the whole sky. Our dreams are where you'll find me. You're the only thing I see. Our dreams are where you'll find me. Your lips like galaxies. They tell us we're crazy, but we're just dreaming and hoping for. They tell us not to friend, love is so fleeting, like distant shores, like comets and daydreams, but we're still scheming and hoping for everything they can't believe. Can we love tonight? You put all the stars in my eyes. Can we love tonight? You tell me I light up the whole sky. Can we love tonight? You put all the stars in my eyes. Can we love tonight? You tell me I light up the whole sky.
You are ruthless, yeah. You don't give a damn about what I do. You think you're the coolest. Who would ever wanna be like you? You left my heart in pain, yeah.
Okay, I think we're good. I think we're okay. Okay. Hi. My name is Lotus. Um, my name and pronouns and role are all down there, but I use any pronouns. I don't have a preference. And I'm an external caretaker in the system. This is what I look like. The camera's flipped. So it looks like when I'm pointing over here, I should be looking over there. I am a non-human alter. I'm a fairy. Um, Trying to think what all to talk about because there's so much, but not much at the same time. um, I'm 235 years old, technically. I'm also dating Malachite, who is in our system. We've been dating for a while. I don't know exactly how long. Time moves so much differently out here. I've also kind of been front stuck since last night with Malachite. So we've been really blurry and associated. And did I already say that I'm a non-human alter? I'm a fairy. So I have wings in the inner world. Sometimes I get like phantom, I think the term is phantom limbs, where I can feel where my wings are supposed to be when I'm fronting, but I don't have them out here, obviously. But my role is external caretaker. Mostly, I just make sure that we shower and that we eat and try to stay hydrated. I went outside today and I got dressed. I don't think we've gotten dressed in a few months. But yeah, that's a little about me. If anyone has questions for me, feel free to ask in the chat here if you're watching this live, or I know that we upload all of our videos onto YouTube after we stream it, so feel free to leave comments. And let me change this, because I know that this is a thing that we do. And I've been wanting to do this for a while, but usually I don't get to stay out for very long, so you regularly make new friends. I'm going to say agree. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Not very often. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too, very much. You have to make a backup plan for a backup plan. No, you usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Yes. Social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. I'm going to say. Slight disagree on that one. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Yes. You're very sentimental, very much so. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Not as much as Corvin, but yes. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Not sometimes, but not very often. Because everyone makes mistakes. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. It depends on the person. I'm going to say slightly agree. We're not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analyses of creative works. Yeah, I don't really. You're more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Very much disagree. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. No. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Slightly disagree. You enjoy participating in group activities. Sometimes. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. That sounds mostly frustrating. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. Very much so. You're interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. No. You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Not really. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. Most of the time, yes. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. I don't. In terms of, like, I don't draw. I'm more of like a nature. So I'm going to say mostly agree. Would you think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings? No. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. We were always taught growing up that we should get everything done right away. Like, we would get home from school and we were taught that immediately after getting home from school, immediately sit down, get homework done, and then you have the rest of the night to relax. We've always. It's complicated because that might work for some people, but it does not work for us because of how much energy we usually have, which is not a lot. So whenever we would get home from work or school and still need to do things, we wanted a break first. But we were taught to not take breaks until after everything was done. So it's not that I prefer to do them before relaxing, it's that we were taught to do it before relaxing. But that doesn't work for us. I have a lot more energy than most of the other people in my system. So when I'm out, I usually do things like chores. I make sure that we're showered and that we take our medication. but I also know our limits. So I'm going to say I mostly disagree. Enjoy watching people argue. No. Tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Most of the time, your mood can change very quickly. Not very often. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. No. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. I think this one ties in with how we were taught to not take breaks until everything was done. Because it's been difficult trying to find a balance between, okay, everything needs to be done, and okay, we can relax and still get things done. I've always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. Honestly, I don't like to think about it. I know that it happens, but you usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Yes. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. I would say most of the time. I find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. Yes. I dissociated through that question. That's okay. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. I don't usually make most of the decisions, but when I do get to make decisions, I don't postpone it. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Yes. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. After a long and exhausting week, I think I would prefer something with close friends, not with a large group. You enjoy going to art museums. I don't. I think I might enjoy that. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. No. You like to have a to-do list for each day. Yes. You rarely feel insecure. You avoid making phone calls. I actually made some phone calls today. I often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. Yes. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. I would say yes. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Most of the time, you're still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. No. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I'm just slightly disagree on that one. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault. I'm going to slightly agree on that one, because it honestly just depends on the situation. Personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. No. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. No. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Not really. I believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. I don't think it's a waste of time. I think that for some people, they really enjoy it. But me personally, I don't really. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. No. Not at first glance how someone is feeling. Often feel overwhelmed. No. Complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Most of the time. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. Definitely not. I don't like arguments, even though I know that they happen. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. You struggle with deadlines. Slightly disagree. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Very much so. Okay, I think console ESFJ-A. Consuls are very caring, social, community-minded people who are always eager to help. Extroverted individuals readily enjoy group activities and value social interaction. Observant individuals are pragmatic and down-to-earth. They tend to have a strong focus on what is happening or very likely to happen. Feeling individuals value emotional expression and sensitivity. They place a lot of importance on empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. Judging individuals are decisive, thorough, and highly organized. They value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structure and planning to spontaneity. Assertive individuals are self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress. They refuse to worry too much and tend to be self-confident when striving to achieve goals. I agree with that. This seems mostly accurate so far. Generous and reliable, people with this personality type often take it upon themselves in ways both large and small to hold their families and their communities together. Altruists take seriously their responsibilities to give back, serve others, and do the right thing. There is a clear right thing to do in nearly every situation, while some personality types adopt a more lenient, live and let live attitude. Consuls may find it difficult not to judge when someone takes a path that strikes them as misguided. Consuls often struggle to accept it when someone, particularly someone they care about, disagrees with them. I'm not sure if I agree with that. Consuls have a clear moral compass, and it can be nothing short of baffling to them when other people's actions don't align with it. I I know that everyone has different opinions. In our system, there are so many alters that don't agree with a lot of things that happen and a lot of choices that are made. And it can be frustrating to try to work with them, but I think that they're entitled to their own opinions. Loyal, they build lasting relationships. Strengths and weaknesses. Consul's strengths: strong practical skills, strong sense of duty, very loyal, sensitive and warm, good at connecting with others. Weaknesses: worried about their social status. I don't agree with that one. Inflexible. I'm not sure if I agree with that one either. Reluctant to innovate or improvise. Vulnerable to criticism. Often too needy and too selfless. I don't know how I feel about this. They need to know that their partners will always be by their sides, offering unwavering support. People with the console personality type dislike conflicts and criticism. Malachite supports me. We support each other. They tend to be very affectionate and sensual. Okay, friendships. Seeking large circles of friends and proving themselves more than willing to spend the time and energy necessary to maintain these relationships. Consuls have a tendency to believe that their friends can do no wrong, always stepping up to defend them regardless of circumstances, and they expect the same benefit of the doubt in return. That one is accurate. Career paths. Administrators. Accountants. Medical care and social work, and teaching. Consuls are comfortable with authority but are supportive and friendly enough to keep that authority from feeling overbearing. Consuls find it hard to be satisfied unless they know they've done something valuable for another person. Consuls are patient, efficient, hardworking people who respect the authority of their managers. They thrive in workplaces with structure, safety, and guidelines. They need to work on a team. Conclusion. Good at creating and maintaining a secure, stable, and friendly environment for themselves and their loved ones. Consul's dedication is invaluable in many areas, including their own personal growth. And then just an advertisement for them. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see your messages. I'm so sorry. Hi, Tiny Axes. That's okay. I hope that you're doing okay. I am doing fairly well. I hope I wasn't ignoring your messages for too long. Okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't notice them. because the overlay doesn't like to work on just browsers. Phoebe? Oh, sleepy. I understand that. I don't know. Are you open to advice? I don't want to push anything. Okay. Well, I hope that you're able to sleep soon and that you can relax because you deserve to relax. Of course, and our DMs are always open on Discord. That sounds like a good idea. Well, I did the test, and I think I covered most of the basics. Yeah, feel free. I'm going to end the stream. That's fair. Take your time, we're always here for you. I understand that. I completely understand that. Same to you. I think, what is it, like this? Kinda looks like a heart, right? I got ESFJ-A, which I think I'm the first. I think it's only been Corvin and Nia who did the test before, and they both got introverted. So I'm the first one that got extroverted. Yeah, I heard that types can change over time too. That is also fair. I don't remember what Nia or Corvin got. Corvin doesn't remember what they got either. But yeah, this will be up on YouTube, so I'm going to end the stream here. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments on our YouTube because I know that this will be going up there. You have a good night too. Get some sleep soon if you can. And thank you for joining. And thank you everyone for watching. And everyone make sure to drink water and take your medication. And take a moment to just relax. And know that everything is going to be okay. Yeah, I think that about covers it. So thank you everyone for watching. Bye.